All right, hello everybody. This is Anthony Dury again from the Let's Go Sunday podcast. I hope you're all still reeling from the exciting drop of United Wiffle Ball from the other day. For more on reaction from that event, we're going to bring in some of Cali's best players. And that's Mr. Sylvie Serrano. Sylvie, welcome to the show.
What's up, food man? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. Good to see you. How's life out there?
Oh man, hot as hell. Right, everything's going on out here, but man, got the news about the whole tournament going on, and we're juiced out here.
Nice.
Sure.
Well, let's start right there. So what was your reaction when you heard that United Wiffle is what it is?
I had a little underground info that something might be happening. I didn't know exactly what, but when I heard about it, I was excited, dude, because you never know what's gonna happen with fast pitch whiffs. We've seen it over the past. It's disappeared, it's come back, but with this, man, the player body that's going to be running, I feel like they're going to want to keep doing it and growing the sport in the future. So that's a positive sign. I'm looking forward to it for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. It's a great committee that put together the event, and a lot of players have expressed a lot of positivity. So I think this is going to be a fantastic event. You've played a lot of fast pitch wiffle ball in here, so why don't you give everybody who doesn't really know who you are a little brief bio of your fast pitch wiffle ball experience?
First year we played 07, just me and Rob. Best friends growing up. We decided, go online, look for a tournament. We found one, a fast plastic event, down in San Jose, California, and we just recruited our best player that's on our hardball team to come play with us. We came out. We thought we knew a lot. We didn't know nothing. We came out and got our asses handed to us, like most people do. And, we just, from then on, we came out. We just kept grinding, and just at the end of the year, we were in the finals every year, but we were facing a former champ team in GSW, and they put it to us. So we started, like I said, we started in 07, and we've just been playing ever since then. And I believe 12 or 13 is when me and Rob decided to pick up the yard game, and we flew out to New York and gave that a go, and now we're hooked on that too. So, we do it all.
Nice. Great to hear that you also are playing yard, because I think a lot of guys, they love fast pitch, but then they also realize that it's taxing. And so it's nice to still be able to play wiffle ball through yard league to kind of still scratch that wiffle ball itch. So let's get right to the main question I'm sure a lot of people might be asking when they see you on the show here. You are probably playing in this event, I would imagine. Do you have your roster available for us today?
Ooh. Do you have a date available for me yet?
Well, that is true. There is some questionable, dates, 10/24, 10/10. Let's assume that the event is going to be on October 24th, 2020. Who is Sylvie Serrano playing with?
October 24th, me, Rob Colin, that's our core two that we've always played with, and we're going to invite over some of Jonathan King's players, which I know he's going to love to hear this, Ryan Kaufman and Dan Haverty, and we're just going to go at it with that team. So I like that team a lot, and I think we have a really good chance, no doubt.
That does sound like a good team. Who do you think is the X factor on that roster to help you guys try to get to a Final Four appearance, if not win a national championship?
I think it's Haverty and Kaufman. The combo, man, they're absolute flamethrowers, and they rake. So unfortunately, me and Rob, we're good hitters. A lot of people that's played us, they know we can hit the ball, but we've never had that third or fourth threat behind us with Habs and Kaufman, who just absolutely tear the cover off the ball. I feel like we're going to be unstoppable, but, we got to go out there and prove it.
Well, that's true. And like most sports, sometimes West Coast guys tend to have a little bit of a disadvantage with that jet lag, but you do have Haverty, who's on the East Coast, so that should give you a leg up in that matter. All right, Sylvie, listen, great having you on the show. It's great seeing you. Hope all is well. And if we don't see you in the summer, we'll see you in October.
All right, Anthony, I'll see you. Peace.
All right, be good. All right, now for more reaction to the United Wiffle Ball release from the other day, we're going to bring in one of the youngest players in the league that has really a lot of potential, a lot of talent, and from what I've been told, throws absolute gas. And that is Mr. Colin Pollag from Ridley Park. Colin, welcome to Let's Go Sunday.
I'm excited to be here. Nice to meet you, Anthony. First time we're talking. I'm excited about United Wiffle, and I'm just ready to play. Just want to get some whiffs in.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, it's an absolute pleasure to meet you too. I've heard all good things from the Cooks about you, and all good things from the Ridley Park League and your abilities to play in Mid Atlantic. So I'm looking forward to having this interview. It should be a lot of fun. Well, let's get right to it. So first question: when you saw that United Wiffle was released on Monday morning, what were your first reactions?
I was super excited. I've always wanted to make it out to the old tournaments, fast plastic tournaments, but some people had some like bad thoughts about them, and they said the ownership wasn't as good. But I saw this committee for United Wiffle, and once I found out it was a national tournament, I was super excited about this. I know I've had plenty of experiences with the Cooks, and they run great events every time I go out there. And I saw Rob, I knew Rob, and Golden Stick. You run Golden Stick. I've been a fan of Golden Stick ever since I was a little kid. Used to watch YouTube videos when I was 6, 7 years old. Or not 6, probably like 10 years old on YouTube, staying up till 2 in the morning watching those videos. So having all these committees or all these organizations combined to make a national tournament is absolutely amazing for the sport. And everyone in Ridley, not just myself, is super excited.
It's fantastic to hear. I know that we had so much fun putting the league together. I remember Rob actually texted me back in late January. He's like, "Hey, we're gonna put this thing together. Do you want to help me out?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." I don't really have any skin in the fast pitch game, so I was looking forward to something different and something new. So for me, it was a lot of fun, and seeing the reaction from guys like you and other people, it's really been worth the while so far.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about your career here. So you started playing in Ridley Park Wiffle Ball League. You see the nice logo behind you. Now you've made the jump to MAW, and then hopefully you're obviously you're going to make the jump to United Wiffle. So let's talk a little bit about your history first at Ridley Park, and then what it was like to then jump into the better competition of Mid-Atlantic.
Yeah, so Ridley Park, we started in 2016. It was my senior year of high school. A group of our friends started it, and we've always played wiffle ball since we were younger. So we had a little bit of experience. Wasn't a ton, but we started 2016, had a good season, went through good. Talent-wise, we were nowhere near to how we are now. It was rough. You got to go back and look at the stats of how many walks there were. I batted 700 that season, which would never happen in today's game. But then 2017, we went to the NAA tournament, actually, and we qualified for that and had a good national tournament. We went to the regional tournament, qualified, and then finished 6th in the national tournament. And the Cooks kind of saw us there. So they reached out to us in 2018, and I love wiffle ball. I saw a couple of their videos, the Mid-Atlantic wiffle ball, and I've always been obsessed with Golden Stick and the no base running, the big bats, fast pitch, obviously, Golden Stick. But so I wanted to try it out, brought a group of my guys to the Mid-Atlantic tournament. We had an absolute ball. Came back to Ridley Park. Told everyone in our league about Mid-Atlantic and how awesome it was. Continued our Ridley Park season. We actually made a couple other mall tournaments that year with more of our Ridley Park guys. They loved it. And then 2019, we went full form. We brought 3 Ridley Park teams to the mall events. My team, the long balls, and we also had the blue balls, which was made up of kind of a combination of the older guys and younger guys in our league. And then we had the short balls, who were the high school kids in our league who brought a team to Mid-Atlantic, and they actually competed really well. They did much better than anybody thought they were going to do, much better than I thought they were going to do, and it was just awesome. The Ridley Park in Mid-Atlantic, we have a really good working relationship with. They help us out with our league. The Cooks help us, give us tips, and then we go to their tournaments and bring teams and stuff like that. Good guys, and it's a good working relationship.
They're great dudes. Work with them during this process has been fantastic. I want to point out, I'm really happy I heard you hear something pretty much to the effect of, these weaker guys came in, but then they tried really hard, got better, and then performed really well. I think that's something that has been a little bit of a pushback from United Wiffle. The guys oh, well, if it's the best of the best, what's the incentive for a not so great team to even come? But like you guys said, who cares? You go there, you may upset a couple of teams, maybe you get a good draw in the playoff bracket. All of a sudden, you're making a run to the national championship. Let me ask you a follow-up question. What do you think is the biggest upgrade from playing in a league like Ridley? I mean, again, no slash to the Ridley Park guys, but definitely the competition level definitely ramps up to MAW. What would you say is the biggest challenge from playing in Ridley Park to then playing in the MAW tournaments?
I'll tell you what, MAW, you never get an easy pitcher. I'm not knocking down our league. We have a lot of good pitchers. But when you go to MAW, you know you're going to face an ace on the mound. No matter who's pitching, you're getting a good guy, and you're going to have to hit. The one thing, too, is they are very accurate pitching in MAW. Our guys, you can kind of win games sometimes with walks. That'll never happen in Mid-Atlantic. So it's really tough. And the one thing we all got a lot better at last year was hitting multiple pitches. A lot of guys in our league would only throw one pitch. So it'd be like a screwball. They'd be main screwball, and that's the only pitch they would throw. Then we went to Mid-Atlantic. You got guys throwing every single type of pitch, screwball, sliders, drops, and it's tough to hit when you have no idea what's coming at you. So that I think the pitching was probably the biggest challenge we had to face.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there. But, yeah, I would agree. I think for a lot of players, they get used to facing, like, the screwball or the drop. And it's, like, one of those other pitches. And then they go to these big events and they see guys throwing change-ups and weird drops and weird screwballs and all these other pitches. Like, what? And then it takes time. So that exposure is a good thing. Rumor has it that you are indeed entering your team, the Long Balls, into United Wiffle. Is this true?
Yes, this is true. I was so excited, man. I love everything you guys are doing with United Wiffle Ball, and the field, the facility for the national championship is insane. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't sign up right away. I'm super excited. Got my team. We're all good friends. We all talked about it in the group chat. We're like, let's get this going. Let's not play around. We wanted to get our lineups too, because I know some people were going to ask our guys to try and recruit them for our team, but we're all good friends. We wanted to play together, and we signed up. Everyone's super excited, so that's what just makes everything good.
Nice. That's really good to hear. Well, listen, Colin, I appreciate you taking a few minutes out of your day to join us on the show here, and best of luck to you, and good luck in the Ridley Park season if and when you have one. Good luck in the MAW season if and when we have one, and then we'll see you in October at the United Wiffle Ball National Championship.
Thank you very much, Anthony. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me on the show, and super ecstatic for United Wiffle Ball.
All right, man. Have a good day.
You guys are doing a great job.